Hey, it's Ben Wise, ZOAR Fitness, and this is the name game. Workout number 19 is Gymnasty. For time with a 16-minute time cap. We got 2 rounds, 40 air squats, 30 chest to bar, 20 handstand push-up. So you could do kipping or strict there. Directly into 2 rounds of 20 alternating pistols, 15 strict handstand push-ups, and 10 bar muscle-ups. And in any remaining time that you have, you will go into a max handstand walk 4 meters. So the way this workout is scored, it is total reps that you complete. So obviously there's a set amount of reps in the first 2 sets of 2 rounds, but then in the remaining time, your score, each meter that you walk is going to be 1 rep. So anytime you also fail a handstand walk rep, you will come back 1 meter and then restart. And you may, this is getting into standards now, kick up over the line. So you can kick up over the line like there's actually 2 different open standards. There's open standard and there's a game standard. The open standard, you had to kick up behind the line where you couldn't touch the line, and then you could start your handstand walk, which made it exponentially harder to get those first 5 feet. Whereas since now you can kick up over the line, you could probably get about 1 meter every single time, even if you're just like falling over. So even if someone's not very good at handstand walking, you can slowly start to accumulate meters. So basically just falling over if you practice that enough. So that's the standard for that one. The air squat, your hip crease has to go below the top of your knee, as well as the pistol, hip crease below the top of the knee. The pistol, because it's single leg, it's way harder because your hip mobility really can't play as much of a role. Like you can't spread your feet apart and go between your feet, which makes it way more challenging because you have to have more ankle mobility. Just a bar, your arms are fully extended at the bottom, and then your chest has to touch. So chest is being defined as anything below your collarbones. So like really, again, literally the standard in the open is anything below your collarbones. So obviously chest is really subjective then. And then for the kipping and strict handstand push-ups, obviously you have to fully lock out at the top. And then the only other standard I have for this one is that your palms have to be in a 24 by 36 inch box. So that's the standard box that we'll use for the open. Sometimes there's an additional standard of what you have to get your heels over, but in 19.3 there was not. It was just like you have to lock out and your hands have to stay in this box. So again, it's specifically your palms. So technically, like if this is the line, I can put my palm on the line, my hands could be over, like my fingers could be over, but as long as my palms are in the box, that's what counts. For the bar muscle up, you obviously are coming from a hang, and then you have to go to a lockout over top of the bar, and you cannot let go of the bar. So you can't let go and like chicken wing over and work your way up, and you can't let go and shake your hands out once you get to the top. And then as I said, for the handstand walk, you can kick up over the line, and if you fail, back up 1 meter and then restart. Okay, so workout flow. This will go, again, 40 air squat, 30 chest to bar, 20 handstand push-up, 40, 30, 20, and then we'll go 20, 15, 10, 20, 15, 10, and then with whatever time you got left, you'll be doing the handstand walk. So 16 minutes is a lot of time to be doing pressing and pulling gymnastics and a little bit of squatting, but really the air squat and pistol is really just, to get your heart rate up a little bit and to just show some proficiency for single leg squatting. And besides that, this really is just like pressing and pulling in the upper body. And it's one of those things where it's a little bit, again, I demoed this workout, so it's a little bit unique in the fact that most workouts are like really metabolically painful in this sort of qualifier style open workout. However, this is not necessarily one of those. Like I was certainly breathing hard, but it's not the same as like something like Irma Gerd where you're like, doing an assault bike and like a dumbbell movement where they're both really high power and you can just keep going through and it's like a long grindy type workout like that. Like if you're in that sort of pain in this workout, you're probably actually a really high level athlete because most people aren't going to be able to maintain their movement quality and be able to continue to actually get reps at that high of fatigue in this sort of setting. So that's pretty rare to have that sort of muscular endurance capabilities, especially in the upper body movements like this. So for most of us, we have to realize that this is going to feel a little bit sort of slow. And again, it's a 16-minute workout of this gymnastics, so it's a long time. So you have to really pace yourself. And my biggest recommendation here would just be to like have a game plan in terms of your breakup strategy in each movement. So for me, it was chest to bar was 8, 7, 5, 5, 5, and that's how I got to 30. And then for handstand push-ups, I actually messed this up, but I was supposed to go 12, 8. So in my demo video, you'll see that's wrong, but that's how it's supposed to be. And then for the strict handstand push-ups, I was gonna go 5s in round 1, 3s in round 2. And then the bar muscle up was 4, 3, 3. So that's how I chose to break it up. I knew that would be manageable regardless of my fatigue level. Like even if I got super tired, more tired than I thought in this workout, I'd still be able to hold that. And that's actually a pretty decent strategy. And then where you end up making time up is that you just rest less between those sets. So there's no reason for me to try to do 15, 5, 5, 5 or something like, or like 15 and 15 or something. I'm much better off going something like that 8, 7, 5, 5, 5 and breaking it up and then just speeding up and resting less between those small sets. So the idea is small sets, small rest. That's how you get the most work done the quickest, and you fatigue yourself the least by doing that. That being said, depending on what type of athlete you are, for example, you could be doing doubles or triples on chest to bar, or you could also be doing, 8s or 10s on chest to bar. And for some athletes, they really prefer to do a little bit bigger of a set because it allows them to sort of get in the rhythm of the kip, especially if someone's doing butterfly, they're not super experienced in it, but yet there's, has some capacity. That's something that you can definitely get away with. I'm personally that way where I'd rather do like an 8-7 than like triples the entire time with like a really short break. So just another stylistic thing that knowing yourself, what you're going to be capable of is the most important thing. Also, I would just say like stay relaxed and efficient as long as possible. So oftentimes it's like thinking about like holding a certain pace or like really trying to, hit certain splits or this or that. Like I would kind of use this one by feel for a lot of people, holding to those short sets, short rest, but go by feel besides that. And then make sure that you're not going up against your capacity right away because it is a long workout. Again, focus on the efficiency, focus on movement quality, focus on breathing, calming yourself down, blood pressure regulation, and then, as you are able to in the second half of the workout, like 10 minutes on, then you can really start to push the pace as you're able to. Besides that, it's pretty simple. It's like you either have the capacity or you don't on this one, or you have the movements or you don't. So best of luck on Gymnasty for everyone who's doing it. Comments are in the workout below, or warm-up is in the comments below. And for everyone who is not signed up for the protocol, you can get a 7-day free trial by going to ZOARfitness.com/pro.